Hey y'all, been a few days, but I've had a lot of things going on. So I hope y'all been doing good. I hope life has been easy for you. It's never easy for for me around here. But anyway, the reason I hadn't made a video in 2 or 3 days, I guess, is a few things. You know, I have this with grandkids, and the littlest one, who is 6, has epilepsy, and so she has seizures. She has focal seizures, so they're like this. That's all she does. You know, she'll stop and stare, and you could very well miss them. Well, she had her EEG done yesterday in Marietta on her brain to see how. Now she's been having them, I think, her whole life, but at least since she was 2. And so every year she has an EEG done to see if she has gotten better or they're getting worse. Well, unfortunately, this time they have gotten a lot worse. And that when we were having the EEG done, I was sitting there with her on the bed, and you could see the I don't know what you call it, but the readings on the thing at times going absolutely berserk. And after it was over, the lady explained to me that when she said, when she stares like that, she's having a focal seizure. And she does it a lot. And it's only a few seconds. But the thing is, when you do that a few seconds 100 times a day, it starts adding up into a lot of time that she just she's not there. She doesn't remember it. She doesn't hear you talking. She just doesn't know. So anyway, we found out that she's having a lot more seizure activity going on in her brain, and she had a lot of seizures while we were having the test done, which was good to know, because especially if it's not a grand mal seizure, something that you can see, somebody shaking violently, falling down, that's evident they're having a seizure. Hers are she just stops and stares and can't hear, doesn't know what happened. So, being in a swimming pool, being in a bathtub, being in a shower are all very dangerous if she's left alone for any time. So you have to be very careful with that. And like I said, she's 6, so she's just now getting a grip on what seizures are. She's been taking this medicine called Keppra since she was 2, and every year we have to go up on the dosage. But she's just now figuring out what it is, and she said yesterday, she told her sister, she said, I had a seizure. So she's just putting it together. But anyway, that was one thing, and that has really worried me a lot. I've got, she'll be in 1st grade this year, so getting the school to know that she's having a lot more, so she may space out. And this is one thing that caught me, is today I was thinking about last year. At the end of the year, we had a meeting with the teachers, and one of the teachers said, she's just kind of spacey all the time. Now, I tell them every year at the beginning of school that she has seizures, but I don't think that they understand what I'm saying. So, and at the time she said it, it was just in conversation, and it didn't hit me until yesterday when we were talking about her having these seizures, that she said she's just spacey a lot. She just sits and stares. Well, what she was doing was having seizures all day. So her mind shuts down. She can't hear you. She doesn't obviously know what was said during that time that she was having them. So she's, where they thought she was being spacey or just not paying attention, she was actually having seizures the whole time. So anyway, well, baby, thank you. So anyway, that's been a lot of what we've been dealing with lately, and learning more of, since she's having so many more, what we need to do different. One is we have to get a plan together for the school, have it sent from her neurologist to the school, so there's a plan in action. So they know when she's doing that, she's not just spacing out or not listening, not paying attention. She's not doing that on purpose. She can't help it. And to have a plan of action when it does happen. And that's been a whole thing, because we have been registering for school recently and trying to get everything together for that. Then there's my mother, next door, who has dementia. And she's doing great for the most part. She's sleeping, which was our biggest problem to start with before she got hospice. So she's doing fairly well now. She's getting out and going to Walmart with me and coming over and sitting and coming over and eating, and we're doing so much better on that because of hospice now. And then we have my other granddaughter that we talked about before, the oldest one, that has autism, level 1. She has PTSD. She has ADHD. She has psychosis. She has a gastro problem called rumination, where she can't help but she's thrown up her whole life. If she eats, she throws up. If she drinks, she throws up. If she takes medicine, she throws it up. It's been a difficult road with that for 15 years. But we also have her in all kind of, psychiatrists, doctors, Children's Hospital in Atlanta, neurologists, you name it, we have those doctors. So it's a full-time job. And then we have my other granddaughter, who's almost 11, who has PTSD, ADHD, depression, and my older granddaughter has depression too. So there's never a lack of doctor visits, medications, worry, things to do, doctors to see, things like that. So it's a full-time job with all 3 kids having different diagnosis, and then mother having her dementia. Frank and I joke sometimes we don't have time to be sick. We can't be sick. I had shoulder surgery, rotator cuff surgery on my shoulder several years ago. And then after that, it froze up, and I had to have a second surgery. Well, now, for the last year and a half or so, I've been having total problems out of the shoulder. Went to the ortho the other day. Been getting shots in it, which had been helping. But of course, they said, well, you're probably going to have another shoulder surgery. And let me tell you, if you don't know, that's one of the most painful surgeries you can have. It is awful. It was absolutely horrendous, the 2 that I had before, especially the first one. So I'm going to have that done again. So I was just deciding today. My mother said, well, when can you think you can have that done? I said, well, I'll have to go get the MRI done first, and then I'll have to plan it for when, like, fall break or something, or Christmas break when the kids are out of school. So, because there is no time not to, to have anything done. So anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, you just do what you got to do and you carry on. We all pray for each other every day. We pray for all of our family every day, and we just always hope that we'll always get through all these things that are happening, one thing at a time. That's the way we always get through all of it, one thing at a time. And we, as this little unit right here in our house, these 3 granddaughters, Frank and myself, whatever it is, we do it together. When one goes to a neurologist, we all go. When one goes to a gastro doctor, we all go. We don't leave each other behind. We all, she's peeking in, that's the baby with the seizures. But we all go together, and we all take care of each other, and we don't, say, well, you go handle that, and it'll be okay. I'll be here when you get back. So I hope you and your family, you have a lot of family to help you. We don't have a lot, but we stick together on what we do. So anyway, I just wanted to let you catch up on what's going on in my life. I hope your life is going good. I hope you're having good days, and everything's going good for you. And I'm praying for you every night. We all pray together for everybody that we know and people that we don't know. So anyway, we hope that y'all are having a good time and a good life, and we're praying for you all the time. And I love you. I'll see you soon.